Hello fellow guitar geeks! In this video I'm bringing you 7 of my favourite tones from the R7, the new reverb pedal from Mooer. The R7 is one of the pedals in the Micro Mooer 7-in-1 series, meaning there are 7 different types of reverb in this pedal. That's why I'm doing 7 tones, you see. I will review the pedal at the end of the video, but before we get to the tones, let's go over what all the knobs and buttons do. Simple stuff first: signal in, signal out, power in, 9 volts, 200 milliamps. It's a micro pedal, so the knobs are quite small. They've managed to pack quite a lot in. Up here is the level, so that's how much signal comes out of the pedal. Then we've got the decay down here, so how long the reverb's going to last for. Then we've got the pre-delay, so that's how much time it takes for the reverb to kick in, and I'll go into that in this video. Over here, HC is the high cut to cut those high frequencies, and LC is the low cut to cut those low frequencies. The save button is exactly what you think it might be. It saves, and you hold it down, and then that will flash. Over here are the 7 different types of reverb, and you can scroll through them by pressing the save button. So just pressing it will take you through every type of reverb and back again. Each type of reverb is also a preset, so I could go to, say, number 3, I could bring the level down, take the high cut up, take the low cut down. It starts to flash to tell me that what I've got on the panel here is different to what's saved, and then I want to save it, I hold down the save button, it blinks, and there we go. The foot stomp turns the pedal off or on, so pretty useful that when it's off there are no lights on. Pretty self-explanatory. And then on the side, just here, is the micro USB slot. That's for updating the firmware. Also on the side are the names of the reverbs. So you can't see the names of the reverb from the top view, but from the side view, you can. One of the cool features about the pedal is being able to turn the trails off or on, meaning that if I play it now and then turn the pedal off, the reverb will continue until the reverb decays, like this. So even though I turned the reverb pedal off, the trails continued until that decay had died out, and you can know it's in this mode because the save button is blue. To turn the trails off, all you have to do is disconnect the power, hold down the foot switch, reconnect the power, the save light goes red, let go, it'll power up. Now the save light is red, telling us that the trails are off. One last thing, when you turn the effect level down, if you turn it all the way down, it will turn off the reverb completely, even if the pedal's turned on, like this. And then have a minimum reverb. And then a maximum reverb. So that's how the pedal works. It's fairly simple, but does it sound any good? Well, let's hear it. Here are my 7 favourite tones from the R7 from Mooer. The first reverb type is room, and I'm cutting a little bit of the highs, about half of the lows. Level is about 3/4 up, and decay is also about 3/4 up, with some pre-delay about halfway. My favourite hall type reverb from this lets more high frequencies through, less low frequencies. I've increased the level of the reverb, and I've increased the decay time, and I've also increased the pre-delay, letting some of those initial notes ring through. This is the church reverb, and it might be my favourite of the whole bunch. So I've got about halfway on most of these knobs. This is the cave delay, and I've got the pre-delay all the way down, so every note I hit is going to have reverb on it. Every single part of that waveform. Everything else is roughly halfway, apart from letting more high frequencies through. Cleans it up a little bit. Plate reverb in this reminds me of a 60s kind of guitar tone, so that's what I've gone for, and everything's about halfway. I've just knocked the pre-delay back off halfway to let some of those notes ring through slightly. It's quite surfy, it does drip a little tiny bit, it's not that brilliant, but set on these settings, it's fun. Let's hear it. The mod mode is reverb with modulation, so it's kind of like a shimmery kind of thing, big old and almost ambient as this pedal gets. And I've got the high frequency and low frequency cuts in the middle, level in the middle, add that in the middle. I've got the pre-delay wide open, so right at the top, to let the initial notes through so it doesn't get too washy, because it can do with the level and the decay at this point. So those were my 7 favourite tones from the R7 from Mooer. Now, time for the review. I think the room on this is hard to believe. That's certainly for me one of the weakest points of the pedal, as is that kind of modulated shimmery thing. It seems like a cheap Mooer, that shimmery thing. I think I'm hoping more I hope the A7, which is the ambient pedal, does stuff much better than that modulated section on the R7. That being said, it is nice to have something a little bit shimmery for the normal pedal. So this is a classic reverb pedal with something you can use in rock or any kind of thing where you need a little bit of presence, and not presence from frequencies, but presence in a space. I think the R7 has a lot to offer. It's not a game changer in any way, apart from the price, I guess. There's 7 different reverbs for 99 bucks. That is a good deal, and most of them are usable. So I would say 2 are really good, maybe 3. The rest are middling to okay. There's not a bad reverb in here, it's just that some of them are better than others. And for 99 bucks, I think it's worth it. I guess my final thought on the R7 is that it doesn't sound cheap most of the time. And that sounds rather negative. It sounds good most of the time. Good to great. It's fun. The spring was fun. The cave was fun. And the only thing I didn't like the room. That's not a room that I want to be in. It didn't feel like I was there. But maybe you can do better than me if you buy one. I'd like to know what you think of the R7. So let me know in the comments down below. And if you've got one and you want to share some settings, please also let me know there, because I'm open to suggestion. Speaking of comments, it is the end of the video, and getting this far means you've made it to the end of the video club, and to prove that you are a part of this prestigious elite, when you're leaving your comment down below in the video comments section, please also include the phrase, just type 7 R's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 R's, and then we'll all sound like pirates. Arr. And that'll let me know that you made it to this part of the video, and it'll make us laugh, and we'll all feel this warm feeling of togetherness. That is it from me and the R7 today. I'll be back somewhere. Maybe there's some more over there, because I've got the rest of the series as well, so maybe it's online already. I don't know. If not, there are other videos you can check out, and you can subscribe if you want, and come back and see me later. But until then, bye-bye!